Alright, so under your notes, let's go ahead and do number 9, which is going to be area and perimeter. And then turn to page 9 and title it Area and Perimeter. Alright, so we're going to start out with a quick review. So go ahead and write down perimeter. Last year, we learned that perimeter is what? Kristen?
The outside of a shape.
Okay, so the outside. Let's see, Emily, what do you think?
Measurement of an outside, the outside of shape.
Okay, so would we say maybe the length around an object? Let's write that down. The length around an object. So I always think about my dog. If I have a backyard and it's a perfect rectangle, and on one side it's 7 feet, and on the other side it's 4 feet, and I want to build a fence around my backyard to keep Nala inside of it, I want to make sure that my measurements are exact, because if we risk letting her out, then we have a whole new problem, don't we? So what would I do to figure out how much fencing to buy? What would I do? Jackson Kennedy.
You would add up the length of all the sides.
Right. So to find perimeter, we would literally add up the length of all of our sides. So underneath your rectangle, I want you to write P equals, we would add the length plus the width plus the length plus the width. Oh, wait. You're ahead of me, Dominic. Okay, so you might have learned it this way. So we could say 7 feet plus 4 feet plus, how long is this side? We don't have a measurement. Emery.
7 feet.
Right. If we know our characteristics, remember our learning target? If we know our characteristics of a rectangle, isn't this side the same as this side?
Yeah.
Yeah. Plus 7 plus, well, if this side is 4 feet, everybody, what is this side?
4 feet.
Okay. So if we add those up, what does it equal? Emily.
22.
So then we would know 22 feet of fencing. We want to make sure that we have that added up correctly, because if I got only 21 feet of fencing, Nala would get out. And that would be bad, bad, bad. Okay, so Dominic over here, he said we could also do something else to figure it out. What was it?
You can multiply 7 times 4.
Oh, that's actually going to give us area.
Oh.
We can multiply, but I don't know if we know. Oh, let me see. I like how Johanna is quietly raising her hand. Go ahead.
You can do 7 times 240.
7 times 2, and then 4 times 2 because we have 2 sides for each of those. Okay? So I could write that, and I want you to put this in your notes. I could say 2 times length plus width. That's another formula I could use. And so what that would equal, I would have 2 times 7 plus 4. Everybody with 7 plus 4. Everybody. Okay, 7 plus 4, not times 4. 11 times 2 gives us 22 feet. Okay. So, one thing we do in 6th grade, and you guys are going to see this, is instead of saying length and width, they go ahead and they use base and height. So if we look at your rectangle, the base could be this part, and then your height, well, that's how high it is. So you might see like perimeter equals B plus H plus B plus H. So instead of length and width, you might see base and height. So I just want you guys to be aware. Okay, so let's see. I have built myself a fence around Nala. Now I have decided, you know what? She needs some grass to stand on, right? Because I don't want her just outside in the mud. All that mud would get trapped inside, don't you think? Okay, so when I go to the store, I want to make sure I buy enough grass to actually cover that whole space in the backyard. So what do I need to figure out? Elizabeth?
The area.
The area. So I'm going to draw a little line to separate, and we're going to write down area. Area equals the amount of surface an area covers. So again, I've got my same backyard, right? But now I have my fence built. And my backyard measures 7 feet by 4 feet. Well, guess what? When I went to Home Depot, they told me they sell grass by 1 square foot. So I need to figure out how many squares of grass to buy. So we're thinking about area as in like these squares of grass, right? So how am I going to figure out area? What do you think, Finn?
7 times 4.
Okay, so could we say length times width? Is that our formula? Do you guys remember that?
Yeah.
Okay, so area equals length times width, or you might see it as base times height. Okay, Johanna, are you with me? Okay. So to figure this out, I would say A for area is 4 times 7. And if you have been practicing your math facts, which we absolutely have to know, what is 4 times 7, Thea?
42.
No,
Oh,
26 times 7. 28, yeah. Now, here's the thing. When we're talking about area, we're talking about these squares, right? So when we label our answer, we're going to say 28 feet, but it's 28 square feet. And our little 2, that's our exponent. I got it. That's our exponent. Okay, so we're going to start labeling our area with that little 2. Okay, so just to review today, perimeter is the fence that protects us all from Nala. Area is the grass, so she has somewhere to pee besides my carpet in the house. So hopefully that helps you remember. Okay, so leave your notes open because you need them today. At your seat, this is your seat work. Don't tear it out yet, not until I tell you. Oh, we're not listening. Waiting for Murdoch. Notes are open in front of you. We're just looking up here. All I'm doing is telling you. Does everybody need to sit on their hands? Okay. So you're just looking up here. So in a little bit, you start actually 43. Now the first page, this is just reviewing everything that I just told you. Okay? So that shouldn't be too hard. The second page is going to talk about perimeter and area of a square. And you're just going to follow these steps. And then you have a puzzled penguin. He's very puzzled. And the last page, you have some practice. Some of these, they're going to make you think. This one, they don't give you the height. They give you the area and the base, but you have to problem solve. Okay? Listen. Everybody sit on your hands. Weird. Miss Shaver said not to open your book. Okay. You have a total of, I think, 4 pages. You have 4 pages. If you don't finish, this stays in your folder for extra math. Okay? But guys, most of these are just giving you some steps. And we'll work on this in group. When you come to group, you should tear this out. Not until group time, though. Okay? All right. If you are in orange circle, you may move to math facts. Green triangle. Tear this out and head to teacher group.